Man, oh man. Black Myth Wukong is single-handedly one of the greatest gaming experiences I've encountered to this day. It's also my certified pick for Game of the Year 2024. Now with 107 bosses and over 100 collectibles, acquiring this platinum trophy will be no easy feat.
What are you waiting for, Shots? You got a lot of work to do.
Okay, Shotty, say less. This is Son Wukong, also known as the Monkey King. He's just traveled across the globe to speak to the 4 heavenly kings in finding a solution for his fellow monkeys so they can live peacefully on their own mountain. But of course, Erlong Shen, a Yaoguai king, felt differently.
But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless.
Okay, let's go.
Unfortunately, Son Wukong was defeated by Erlong Shen, but before he passed, he took his 6 senses and scattered them into relics across the world. And guess what we're gonna do?
We're gonna find them and get revenge, you hear me?
And we got our first trophy for completing the prologue. So this is where it all began. This is
The Chinese club, Shots. What do you mean?
well, you didn't let me finish, Shotty. This is the Destined One. He is one of many young monkey warriors from Mountain Weiguo in search of the 6 relics that Son Wukong has spread across the world. Many have failed in search of these 6 relics, but only we will rise. So we explored the forest and encountered our first boss, and shortly after defeating him, we got our second trophy for equipping our first Spark.
I'm up to 80!
We ventured deeper into the forest and made one wrong turn and ran into this guy, and this is where the real challenge began.
That's a manly baby.
After we arrived to the Guanyin Temple, I encountered one of the most beautiful bosses I've seen in all of my gaming, Ling Shuizi. After we defeated him, I was desperately looking for a health potion upgrade. Luckily, we found a monkey who knew all the recipes, and we got a trophy for making our first brew.
One sip of this heavenly brew will give everlasting life.
After making it out the forest, we finally reached the Black Wind Cave. This is where the final boss resides, and just like every other boss before him, we slaughtered him. But before we could collect his spirit, he ran.
Meet me at the summit if you dare!
Coward.
I must say, the Black Wind King was very light work. Anyhow, we finally made it to Body Peak, and if my intuition is correct, that cowardly boss has just fled here.
Yo, Shots, what kind of boss fights and runs away?
This one.
The only way to defeat a bear is with the shoddy, Shots.
I got this. Defeating the Black Bear Guai, we got a trophy for completing Chapter 1 and securing our first relic. Alright, we start off Chapter 2 with the mysterious headless man singing to us.
Makes ways.
And he also did us a solid.
You really saved me. Thanks, stranger.
As we explored through this seemingly desolate place, we finally found life, but I had to take it away. Fortunately, it dropped the formula that was needed by this sly fox.
How wondrous.
Now hear me out. I know he's a fox, but I think we can trust him.
I think so too, Shoddy. So we kept progressing through chapter 2, and then we ran into 2 rat Yao Guais. This is the king and the second prince of Flowing Sands, a father and son duo.
Time to pull out the rat trap, cheese.
After we defeated his son, he just ran away, kinda like that boss from chapter 1.
Real shots. There's a lot of cowardly bosses in this game.
Yes, indeed.
You're a coward. You're a coward.
We then soon found out exactly why he was running away from us.
Introducing the ugly... excuse me. The first prince of the Flowing Sands.
First prince was trash.
Yes, indeed.
Later on, we stopped at the Crouching Tiger Temple entrance and took a rest, cause we were gonna need it. But we got a trophy for creating medicine for the first time.
What kind of godforsaken concoction are you whipping up now?
So we finally reached the Tiger Vanguard, one of the most ferocious, vicious bosses in the game. And contrary to popular belief, he kicked my ass over and over and over and over and over
and over and over and over and over and over again.
Ready to be a proper stranger.
Come on, shots.
Whenever I run into a boss like this where I get frustrated, I like to go to other bosses that I've had skill issues with in the past, like Elder Jinchi, and we got a trophy for defeating the Chapter 1 secret boss. So we finally returned back to the Crouching Tiger Temple, and you know what time it is. It's time to get revenge, buddy.
This is the one, shots. I can feel it.
We finally defeated the ferocious Tiger Vanguard in a glorious bloody battle.
That was nasty.
With the storm subsided, we were finally able to push up the path and we encountered a couple lesser Yao Guais. Little did we know that there was another storm brewing, Blacklong. He's one of 5 different dragons that we need to defeat in order to get the Siren Sons trophy. But we're gonna save that for later.
In the meantime, you're getting your ass kicked, shots.
That may be true, until I found out that you could stand on top of this rock.
Come on now, dawg.
With Blacklong defeated, we acquired our first Long Pearl. Later on, we completed a weird side quest that granted us access to the secret area in Chapter 2, Kingdom of Sahali. It was here that we had to conquer a new boss, the Fubon, also known as the
Big-ass beetle.
Once we conquered the Fubon, we also conquered the Shifting Sands trophy.
Trophy!
Now with the Fubon killed in action, there was only one boss left, the Great Wind Sage.
Besides every sage, a villain resides. Beneath every mountain.
And we got a trophy for defeating the Chapter 2 final boss.
And the mysterious headless man reclaimed his head.
After helping the mysterious man reclaim his head, he gave us our second relic. Goodness gracious, we made it to chapter 3. We begin with the young child admiring statues and figurines.
I think that's foreshadow shots.
You're probably right. We ventured up the snowy trail until we found a house on top of a frozen lake, and then this happened.
What's a beautiful specimen? Such a shame that you're gonna have to defeat it.
See if this monkey merits a place amongst my disciples.
You ain't never lied, Shotty. However, after defeating our second dragon, we woke up in the Pagoda realm. Now let me tell you, this is the absolute worst place in all of Black Myth Wukong! Note to self.
Let's get the f out of here!
So we made our way through the Pagoda realm until we encountered Captain Wise Voice, and we stomped his ass out.
I'm sorry. Was that your auntie?
Shortly after we made it out of that nightmare, we finally ran into my favorite villain in the game, the Macaque Chief.
Shots, but I feel like we're gonna see him again.
I'll be ready. We pushed up the path until, well, apparently we landed on a giant turtle. This is where we battled and defeated Kang Jin Star. She was tough, but we got her done.
Get her done!
At least I thought we did. She transformed into a dragon, so we took a ride. And as we took her down, we ended up saving our new best friend.
Is that guy?
This is Zubaji. After he subscribed and liked the video, I explored the rest of Turtle Island, and that's when I ran into my third dragon, Cian Long.
Sounds like another dead dragon to me.
Now immediately after arriving on solid ground, we had our fourth dragon fight, Chen Long.
Damn, is it dragon season?
After we defeated Mr. Long, we completed a side quest that gained us access to the Chapter 3 secret area, and that's when we met this guy. But we'll talk about him later.
Sharpened.
So we thoroughly explored the rest of Chapter 3 until we ran into this very abled boss, Non-Able. And you know what? He was my favorite fight in the game. Way to defeat the Chapter 3 final boss, but before we could get there, we have to fight this thing.
Get that thing!
This is Captain Kappa Wave, and he was just gross. Now here we are at the lair of the Chapter 3 final boss, Yellowbrow. He has a 3-phase fight, so let's lock in.
The Buddha of the future.
Defeated the Macaque Chief, he put us in a maze of sorts, but once we arrived to the end, we also arrived at the final phase. Yellowbrow defeated. We got a new trophy, and we got a new relic. Okay, I had to rewind it back to this guy.
Oh yeah, I remember him vaguely.
This is the Yin Tiger, and he's the only blacksmith in all of Black Myth Wukong.
A blacksmith boss?
He's actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. He put me to shame. I mean, dude struck a sword with a flame, blew up like propane. Multiple deaths went insane. Then I grabbed my cane, and look what I did with it.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a good ass fight, man. This look like Kane beating your ass the other night, man.
Goodness gracious, holy moly.
I didn't think we were gonna make it to chapter 4, but here we are.
I think we're diving into Zubaji's backstory.
We'll see. We started out in the village of Langzi disguised as pigs, but the second sister saw right through us.
Rude girl.
It ain't hard to tell that her and Zubaji have a backstory, but I wonder why.
Why?
Much like the other bosses that we've encountered, she challenged us, and
Failed miserably.
unfortunately, she was able to shoot a needle into the head of Zubaji, and then my man went AWOL.
See where else you'd build your lair.
With nothing else to do above ground, we jumped down the spider hole.
Jump, Forrest, jump. Must be a leap year.
We explored and slaughtered many enemies as we traveled deeper and deeper into the cave. Once we were deep enough, we ran into Buddha's right hand. He was a bit tricky, but he was
Defeated.
Once we defeated Buddha's right hand, a mysterious woman appeared and helped us out, and then disappeared. We crossed the Buddha bridge and arrived at a spooky house, and out came Zubaji.
Yo, Shots, what's wrong with Zubaji?
A long time ago, Zubaji was with a beautiful woman and things got rocky. Long story short,
You got baby mama drama.
with Zubaji out of his mind, we had to save him. But the violet spider
Zubaji's old lady.
had other things in mind. But just like any other spider in my house, I had to kill it. Now we escaped from a spider stampede that almost killed us, but luckily a mysterious spider saved us.
I think that mysterious spider is that mysterious woman from earlier.
After further exploration, we defeated the Venom Daoist, which gave us access to the secret area in Chapter 4, the Purple Cloud Mountain. Now the Purple Cloud Mountain held many dangers, including the Dustville. But after he was defeated, we got our 10th trophy, the Cockerel Crowd. So I found out that the mysterious woman that's been helping us throughout Chapter 4 is actually the fourth sister. And this is the 100-Eyed Daoist Master. He's been harassing her mother. Let's do her a favor and kick his ass. Master defeated. We got the trophy. The sisters got their mother back. And we got our fourth relic.
The end of Chapter
definitely was, but we got a mission to complete. Chapter 5 begins with Zubaji in a boorish rage, and we have to calm him down.
Man, you just need to let that go. Just woosah.
Now, we explored the Woods of Emperor and defeated a few enemies. It wasn't until we arrived at the courtyard where we encountered our first boss, Fast Wing Quickfire. After we defeated the both of them, we were able to save the fox, who immediately turned into a fox Yaoguai. This is Ping Ping, the Bull King's daughter, and she needs our help saving him and her family. So she led us to a palace where my main man Zubaji had this dude fooled.
Come, sit with me, and tell me what to do.
What's in the blazes?
No tricks here. It's just my hoof.
I bet you he's feeling milky right now.
Definitely, he felt like we were messing with the wrong one, but in actuality, he was messing with the destined one.
The truth has been revealed.
So after we defeated the Keeper of the Flaming Mountains, we pushed up the Ashen Pass until we were able to link up with Ping Ping to help her father.
Father, I brought him here. It's the destined one.
But he saw right through her facade. Now that we defeated Red Boy, the Bull King's son, he has no choice but to give us the 5th relic.
I don't know, Shot. Something doesn't feel right here.
Well, Shotty, your intuition is correct. As the Bull King choked up the 5th relic, the Red Boy grabbed it and ate it.
I bring them sounds in.
Wait, Shots, is he evolving?
Yes, he is, Shotty. This is the Yaksha King, the true heir to the Bull King's throne, and the Chapter 5 final boss. So from the previous chapters, we've actually acquired 3 different vessels: the Fireproof Mantle, the Wind Tamer, and the Weaver's Needle. Now that we've completed Chapter 5, we've also acquired the Plantain Fan, which is needed for the Treasure Trove trophy.
Hey, that's my trophy.
It's my trophy. Mom gave it to me for being the best me I could be.
Oh my goodness! We finally made it to Chapter 6, man!
After all this time!
So Zubaji and I begin in the Valley of Mountain Wagwo, and we're faced with plenty of warriors from the Celestial Court.
And then we smashed them to pieces!
So we took a trip to the shrine to get some new drip. Afterwards, we headed up the canyon, and then this happened.
Bad luck. It's a dead end.
This is the Supreme Inspector, the hardest boss I've ever faced in my life.
Talk to the hand.
Fortune's gift it is. It's Wukong's somersault cloud.
So we didn't get a trophy, but we did get the somersault cloud for defeating the Supreme Inspector. Now that we're at Mountain Wago, we only have one final task, and that's to collect all of Sun Wukong's gear. So we started exploring through our homeland until we ran into our second boss, the gold armored rhino. It was actually really tough until I started using the yellow brow method.
Oh yeah, good thinking, Shots.
Once we defeated the gold armored rhino, we acquired Sun Wukong's golden body armor.
Yo, Shots, the armor's looking good, man.
Thanks, Shotty. After further exploration, we ran across the cloud trading deer, and after defeating him, we got Sun Wukong's leg armor.
Brand new Jordans. Not even out yet.
So we equipped the body and leg armor and searched furthermore until we saw this thing jumping around.
What's that, Shots?
This is the Fang Tail General, and after we defeated him, we acquired Sun Wukong's helmet. With only one armor piece left, we decided to meet back up with Zubaji, and then this happened.
It's in me. It's in me.
The Emerald Mantis was actually pretty tough, but nothing's gonna get in between me and that armor. Now that we've collected Sun Wukong's arm bracers, we followed Uncle Baji into the cave, and then we found this. And we got a trophy for collecting all of Sun Wukong's gear.
You're definitely prepared for war, Shots.
Definitely, but before we go to war, I think it's time to clean up.
Time for me to clean up. Time for you to clear out.
So the first thing I wanted to do was go back to the Yin Tiger and upgrade my favorite armor.
Gotta love the easy trophies.
We also got a trophy for harvesting all of the seeds in the game.
Man, you need to plant a lot of seeds.
Now we haven't defeated a dragon since Chenlong, so I went back to chapter 1 and found a secret passage behind a waterfall. It was Red Long, and we defeated him and got our 5th Long Pearl. One dragon left, and that's Yellow Long. And let me tell you, he was the hardest dragon of them all. Defeating Yellow Long, we got our last Long Pearl and the Sire and Sons trophy. So Black Myth Wukong has 24 meditation spots, and after arriving to the final one, we got the Scene Seeker trophy.
Game Science killed it with the visuals in this game.
Now we're still missing a couple gourds, but we did get a trophy for upgrading our gourd to the maximum capacity. Please don't remind me, Shotty. We headed back to chapter 5 secret area of the Shui Cave, and the first boss that we encountered was Ball Lang Lang, the last of the 6 frogs that we needed to defeat in order to get the Clamor Frogs trophy. We ventured and explored even deeper into the Bashui Cave. That's when we came across the Bashui Golden-Eyed Beast, one of the top 5 hardest bosses in this game. After defeating the Golden-Eyed Beast, we got the Frost and Flame trophy.
Yo, Shots, I think it's time to get out of this damn cave.
Way ahead of you, Shotty. So shortly after we returned to the homeland, we found Sun Wukong's birthstone. This is the mind of Sun Wukong, and the old monkey's taking us to fulfill the prophecy and complete our final task.
Shots? What is that?
This is the stone monkey, Sun Wukong's spiritless shell. and we need to defeat it in order to merge 6 relics into one. After defeating the stone monkey, we witnessed a glorious, beautiful cutscene. Only to realize that we have to fight Sun Wukong's broken shell, the great sage himself. It was a duel of destiny. After we defeated the great sage, the old monkey took the 6 relics and made the transfer. Man, that story was phenomenal, but it's not over yet. We started a new game plus and we were immediately serenaded by the sounds of PlayStation for securing all 6 senses and becoming the master of magic.
It's not magic, it's just shiny.
Now throughout my first playthrough, I actually missed one upgrade.
Right at the beginning, shots.
And we got the medicine meal trophy. Now once we got to chapter 4, we had to go back to the Purple Cloud Mountain to find the final formula for the Page Preserver trophy.
That was a lot of pages, shots.
You have written many pages since you came here.
Now this is where the platinum grind got ugly. We need to collect all curios for the Curios collection trophy.
But not all curios are created equally, shots.
You're 100% right, Shotty. Some curios spawn at specific locations or enemies through RNG. So we had to farm the same enemy
Over and over and over.
until they finally dropped it.
Goodness gracious.
Once we got to chapter 5, we were able to complete the horse side quest, which unlocked the Urge Unfulfilled trophy. Now similar to the curios, some seeds needed to be farmed.
Literally.
After collecting all of the seeds, the PlayStation gods gave us another one. Made it back to chapter 6, and we only missed one thing, Sun Wukong's true armor.
It was the last one that we needed.
This armor is driving me nuts!
Now we only have one more boss fight left, Erlong Shen. Now in order to fight him, we need to defeat the green cap martialist, which can be found in chapter 3. So of course he was defeated, and the wild child gave us access to Erlong Shen's lair.
We're coming for revenge. You hear me?
Yeah, we're back, Erlong, and we're coming to avenge the life that you took from Sun Wukong. I should have known that Erlong Shen was gonna retreat, just like all the other cowards in this game. However, we actually have an opportunity to defeat all of the 4 Heavenly Kings. Probably the most action I've had all game. After defeating the 4 Heavenly Kings and Erlong Shen in both forms, we finally got the Meet the Match trophy. And we got a Punch of Revenge. Afterwards, we were able to get the Portrait Perfected trophy for defeating all of the bosses in the game. We got the Staff and Spear trophy for collecting Erlong Shen's spear. And the Fickle Forms trophy for unlocking all of the transformations.
Yo, Shots, I'm proud of you, man. This was a crazy journey. Here we are at the last trophy. Go ahead and get it.
Thanks, Shotty. We finally made it to the final trophy in Black Myth Wukong, Brewer's Bounty. We need to deliver all of the seeds that we've collected to Chen Long so he can give us our final soda, the Graceful Orchid.
Every plant in the
Platinum number 39.
Well, it's about damn time.
What an incredible experience. Black Myth Wukong's Platinum was phenomenal. It was challenging and super engaging, and that's what I need in a proper game. Rating is a 9.8. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.